Last week, William, Catherine, and their 3 children made their annual pilgrimage to the Scottish Highlands. This visit marked Catherine's longest trip away from her Windsor home since her cancer diagnosis earlier this year, a poignant milestone in her recovery journey. While Balmoral has been a regular summer retreat for William and his children, it's intriguing to remember that Catherine was already an adult before she set foot on the estate. Her initial invitation to Balmoral came only after she had begun dating William, a sign of her gradual acceptance into the royal circle. Catherine's first visits to the castle would have been nerve-wracking, navigating the strict royal protocols, while also trying to make a good impression on the Queen and the rest of the family. But as it turns out, the late Queen Elizabeth II had a special plan to make her feel welcome and at ease, one that granted Catherine an unprecedented privilege. According to royal author Kathy Nicole, the late Queen showed her warmth and acceptance toward Catherine by giving her permission to bring her camera to Balmoral. This seemingly simple gesture was far from ordinary, as it broke away from the usual restrictions placed on photography within the estate. For most people, taking a camera along might not seem noteworthy, but for a member of the royal circle, particularly someone new to the family, this was a rare honor. As Nicole notes in her book, until now, the Queen had met Catherine only fleetingly at the wedding of Peter and Autumn Phillips, but she went out of her way to make her feel welcome, giving her permission to take pictures at Balmoral. This gesture was significant not just because it broke with tradition, but also because it showcased the Queen's willingness to include Catherine in the family's intimate moments and settings. In a monarchy where privacy is fiercely guarded, and only a select few are privy to the inner workings and genuine personalities of the royal family, allowing Catherine this freedom was a meaningful act. Nicole further elaborates, as a woman who has lived her entire life in the public eye, the Queen rarely lets her guard down, and very few apart from her family and closest friends get to see the real Elizabeth. The Queen's permission for Catherine to document life at Balmoral was a clear indication of trust and acceptance, welcoming her into the inner sanctum of royal life. Years later, the significance of this privilege became evident when Catherine shared a heartwarming, previously unseen photograph of the late Queen, surrounded by her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, taken by Catherine in the summer of 2022 during the Queen's final weeks at Balmoral. The photo showed the Queen sitting comfortably on a sofa, with the young royals gathered around her, beaming with joy. The image featured Savannah Phillips, the eldest daughter of Peter Phillips, alongside Mia Tyndall, holding her younger brother Lucas. Standing proudly behind them were Lena Tyndall, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Isla Phillips, and Prince Louis. In the background, Lady Louise Windsor and James, the new Earl of Wessex, rounded out the touching family tableau. This photograph is not just a cherished memory, but also serves as a testament to Catherine's skill behind the camera and her unique ability to capture candid, intimate moments of the royal family. It echoes a similar image taken by Catherine a few years earlier, which featured many of the same children with the Queen and the late Prince Philip. This earlier photo was shared publicly on what would have been Queen Elizabeth's 97th birthday in April 2023. The first such celebration after her passing in September 2022. Balmoral, steeped in history and tradition, was the setting for some of Queen Elizabeth's most cherished family moments. It was at this beloved estate that she spent her final weeks, carrying out her last official duty by appointing then Prime Minister Liz Truss just 2 days before her death. Catherine's photographs from these private times at Balmoral provide a rare glimpse into the softer, more personal side of royal life, capturing the essence of a family bound by love and tradition, even in their moments of repose.